Hey, welcome back to Dave Outdoors. We are outdoors, and obviously I'm Dave. Today we are out here looking for fiddleheads. This is the time of year. What's the date today? Today's May 9th. So just the last couple of days have been kind of popping up everywhere. So it's raining, so we're going to try to get as many as we can as quickly as we can and go on from there. So just turn you around, show you what we're up to and what we're looking for. Walk along anywhere we've got ferns. I believe it's ostrich ferns. Early in the spring, you're going to get this popping up. So you can see why they call it fiddlehead. And when they're young, all like this, they're quite tasty. And once you get down more eye level, you'll start seeing them everywhere. There's more there, and a bunch there. Some more over there. So we're going to get set up and pick a bunch. They're not too bad to pick. Some people like to bring a knife or scissors. See, that one there is almost, well, that one's almost done. See how it's almost full leaf now and it's almost unwound? So those ones are no good. We got some right beside it that we'll pick. So this is what we're looking for. Something that looks like that. Okay, like I said, it looks just like a little fiddlehead. And then we're going to take them home. We're going to, well, back to the bush. And we're going to cook them over the fire with butter. They're great that way. You can add garlic if you want, but they don't really need it. Take them with the stems and everything. They're good. Some people say they resemble spinach or Swiss chard, but they have kind of a taste all on their own. They're delicious.
Certainly a pile of them. Okay.
What's that?
There's certainly a pile of them.
They're everywhere. It's really a good crop this year. We're out early, so that helps. Got Michelle over here helping out as well. She likes to partake in all the outdoor activities and reap the rewards that we get from it. Doing not too bad so far. Got a good bag there, and Michelle's got a bag about the same. So we're gonna go over here. Another thing we're gonna do here is this place is full of gooseberries. Wild gooseberry plants. They are literally everywhere. All that over there, all that underbrush, that's all gooseberries. So we're gonna grab a few of those on our way out and transplant them up closer to home. Once you get down ground level with them, they're much easier to see. See that match. You see this one's almost too far gone, but we'll trim it up and get a little bit out of it. That's not terrible. Good. See, Michelle's a scissor fan. Not that they're hard to pull or whatever, but it just makes it go that much quicker. I'm just going to take you over here and show you. So you can see these old bunches. This is the old stump where the ferns were growing. I already picked the fiddleheads from there. But that's what you want to look for. I mean, they stand pretty tall, so you'll see them regardless. But here we are here, coming out of the old stump from last year. So you see, we picked these, and these ferns will go back no problem. You're not going to overpick them. Let's just say that. Another example, coming out of this stump. See, those are nice ones there. Still pretty small, almost too late. But you can see they're coming out of an old fern. They regrow the same spot every year, so you're not going to overpick them. So that's good. But then I'll show you another one over here. See, these ones are already done. They're almost completely unwound. And they would have been done already probably a few days ago. But you're not going to get them all. That's not the idea anyway. It's just about getting out here and enjoying the benefits from the land. Okay, we're going to go back. We're going to make some, cook fiddleheads with some fish. And maybe some fresh chives. We got lots of chives. We're going to go out in the bush, get a fire going, and cook that up, and then we're going to save a bunch to take over to Michelle's mom's tomorrow for Mother's Day. So that'll be good. They'll enjoy that. I find foraging like this, especially when I'm down on my hands and knees, I almost feel like an apex predator. Getting ready to see my prey. I want to pop. See? Snuck up on those. Works every time. Make sure you warm up a little bit first so you don't pull stuff. See, that's another one that's pretty much done. So I'll just show you here. What we're looking for is something like this. It's a perfect specimen. And then this one here, you see it's getting all the leaves on the inside. It's pretty much done. You can cook that, but it's gonna get a little bit bitter. And then obviously this one's too far gone, so you don't want to eat that. But that's what we're looking for. We're looking for these ones here, tightly wrapped. Some of them will have, they call it brown paper on them. You just brush that off before you cook them. I don't know if you heard that knocking there, but that sounded like Sasquatch. Because Sasquatch knock before they appear again. See if we can spot it. So we're just gonna try to walk quietly. See if we can sneak up on the Sasquatch. Oh, I think I see it. So you notice the Sasquatch in this natural environment, also enjoying the benefits of what the forest offers. Looks like the Sasquatch has evolved quite a bit. It's got its own phone. So we're just gonna leave the Sasquatch be because its mate is probably close by. Just so you know, that wasn't really a Sasquatch, that was Michelle. But it was fun. So another thing I'm going to show you, what I like to, there's a couple different ways I pick them. So we'll just get this down here. So you can literally grab them and just snap them off with your thumbnail. Let's see, we'll do these ones all by thumbnail. Get a little bit of the stem because they're good too. So we broke those all off with our thumb. Now, another way I do sometimes is if you just grab it, slide your hand up, and you're just pulling off the top. Like this, you can grab a couple at a time. Slide up. There you go. Grab this one, slide up. There we go. Those ones, again, are almost done. As small as they are. See when they're tall like that? That one's done. This one is close. We'll take it. But at the very bottom, that's what we're looking for. So that's what we're taking. Some of them are small, some of them are big. But we're not fussy. See, this whole area in here in the summertime is just full of ferns. It's incredible. You can find a spot like this, you're lucky. And these ferns, come back in a few days and there's going to be a bunch of new ones started back up again. And that's one thing about ferns, they're very aggressive. They're hard to get rid of. Let's keep coming. So you can see again, we're not far up the road. Just take your time, drive slow. Even if you don't get any this year, watch for ferns all summer long. And then mark it on your maps or whatever and come back there beginning of May. Like you say, today's May 9th.
Make sure you get the right ferns though. Make sure you get the right ferns.
Yeah, make sure you get the right ferns.
You gotta have the silver leaf.
These are the ostrich. Yeah, the ones you don't want, well, like that. And then there's another one where they grow fiddleheads, but they're like little white hairs all over them. Don't eat those ones. Or like the ones in your front flower garden. Don't eat those. Those are not good. Like I always say, don't munch on a hunch. Get down low, right in those old stumps. Bases, the old fern base. All kinds of little ones. Those would be nice and tender. And they still have that paper on them, and you can just blow off or clean them up before you throw them in the frying pan. Full of butter. What might actually be good is in my previous video with the leeks, we did leek butter. So maybe we can try some of these with leek butter. Two things from the forest. We can enjoy it. And then
That would be amazing.
I'll go out and catch some fish, and then we can do all that. We'll cook it all up together. We're going to do a bunch of fishing videos this summer, and usually pretty successful with the fish. I got some good spots to go to. I always say I'm not a fisherman, I'm a catcherman, but I don't want to say it too much and jinx it. But we got trouts open, the suckers are supposed to be coming, and then we got trout everywhere, little secret trout creeks and rivers. Then we're going to go, then we got walleye. We're going to go and get some walleye once they open up, middle of the month. And those are always good, and then we'll get into some perch, jumbo perch. We got a busy summer coming. Here's a bunch right under the camera. And this is what I'm talking about being covered with the brown paper. So we're just going to take that, and it just brushes off. Some people clean them by putting them on like an old window screen and just bounce them up and down. Finding most of these aren't too dirty really, but we'll still give them a good wipe down and wash. So you can see I'm walking by so many, but I'm looking for more bunches. Nice and healthy. As I was saying earlier, it's kind of weird, like you'll find spots where there's not a lot, and then spots that are just booming with them. So the last thing you want to do is get lost out here. Put your head down looking and just keep wandering, and before you know it, you have no idea where you are. I mean, obviously we know where we are, but it's nice to go with a friend. Okay, so we're heading back towards the car. We both got pretty full bags, really, for the, you consider the size of the fiddleheads. Michelle's got. You hold up your bag?
I got some other stuff in there too.
Michelle's got a pretty good bag there. I've got a good bag here.
It's this full.
So, like I said before, on the way out, I'm just going to grab some of these wild gooseberries. These are the wild gooseberries here. We're going to transplant them.
I got a few baby ones in here from over there.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so we got all our other ingredients loaded up for the fiddlehead and fish fry. So we're just going to grab some chives, because fresh chives are always tasty with fish. We're going to take quite a few of them. We're not bringing any onions, but we're also bringing some of the leek butter that we made up. Well, that should be enough for today. Those packed up. And we'll load up and we'll get back to the camp. Okay, we made it back to our site. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try out. I got this little shovel off Temu. It was like $7 or something. I'm gonna try it out. See what it's like. So it's pretty simple. Should be interesting. Put it through its paces. That's there. This right here. Oh, there we go. Doesn't get any longer, but it's got a pick on one end and a shovel on the other. Looks like it's got a little opener. That's not sharp. It's got a blade or a sawtooth there. But we're never going to use it for that. So first thing we'll do is clear this out. So far it worked good for that. At any rate, so we're gonna, I like to dig holes for my fire pits. So I'm just gonna try this first, loosen it up. Put it through its paces for $7. See what it's like. I don't care if it breaks. Gotta know, right? Don't need a huge pit. The shovel will extend straight out too, but this seems to be working alright. You can feel it's pretty cheap, but whatever. $7. Throw in your bag. Emergency. Alright. So now, it didn't bend or anything, so that's alright. So now I'll just get a fire going. I'm going to put some bark down there. Lots of it around. And then I have some resin here as well. I collect resin whenever I can. What I got here is, I've got a pine cone. Coat it. So I think this will start pretty good. We have had rain, but I'm just gonna make it a sure thing. There we go. There, that's nice and sticky on the hands now. Oh, they seem fairly dry. Go into that. A little twig pile. So, ferro rod and our mora that we 90'd the back on already. So, Got a little flame there. Oh, that took a little more than I expected. But like I always say, don't give up. It's not an emergency situation, but you got to practice your fire skills, and you got to realize that it's not going to start right away every time. So. Go. Let this get going and get a bed of coals. So I think the first thing I'm going to do, make a coffee. On one of those days. And we're keeping it a bit smoky because, believe it or not, the black flies are ridiculous. Where are we now? We're May 11th, so it's about the right time. So we've been lucky so far. We've already got some firewood pre-cut because we come back here quite a bit. So before I go, I'll cut some more and replenish it. Just let this get going a little better. It's not too great right now. This here's birch. Didn't want to go up first, but we got a nice fire going there. Just another afternoon in the woods. I'm gonna have to find a little rock. But here, I need to get rocks around this anyway, but I found something else the other day. I think it's gonna work pretty good. So I'll bring that out for the next video. Just I was out actually picking fiddleheads and found it in the forest, so it was a bit of a bonus find. That's going good. So this machete, actually, you've seen it before. I had it on my videos. It's got a nice sharp blade on the back for sawing, and then this is a super sharp here, and it takes a pretty good edge. It's titanium. It's the Carnivore X. Camellius titanium. You can get it off eBay. I'll put the link where you can get this in the description below. So it's handy. It's gone through a lot. It takes a great abuse. You can see what it's doing though to my mallet that I made. It's chewing the heck out of it. So I have to find a different source for hitting this. But yeah, Amazon. I'll put the link below. Also this ferro rod, which is again brand new. You can see the paint. That's why it's not sparking very well. I got to get broke in. But again, that was on Amazon. I'll put the link to that below and in the description. And I'll put the prices too. I want to say this was 20 bucks and the Carnivore was 45 or something like that. So yeah, great tools to have. Okay, so I'm gonna get this coffee going. Get our water. So now I get some. There we go. We'll put that kind of on the edge. Get our coffee. It's just instant coffee, but it's coffee, and it's going to do the trick for Dave for today. Get her strong. Okay, so that's ready. So now, while that's doing that, I'm going to get the frying pan out and whoa, that was hot. We are going to start our fiddleheads. Got them here. We got them all cleaned up from the other day. So what I'm going to do with those, I actually want to boil them a bit first, because just make it quicker for the saute. You can saute them right from the start, but we're not going to do that. Wait for that water to get going. Looks like it's almost boiled there now. Alright, so that's rolling pretty good there for me. That's enough for my coffee. Oh, that'll be good. Now, that should be good. And I'm going to take our fiddleheads from the other day. Let's throw a bunch in there. Let those boil a little bit. Then we'll fry them up and get the fish ready too. Okay, so while the fiddleheads are cooking, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about them for health benefits. The antioxidants, they contain omega-3 fatty acids and fibers. The fern shoots, like we're cooking now, boost the vitamins A and C, which support immune health and vision. Nutritional profile, heart health. I'm reading this off of Google, by the way. I can't remember all this. High potassium content helps regulate blood pressure. Iron source, excellent plant-based source of iron, eating and energy levels and oxygen support. Anti-inflammatory, presence of polyphenols, if that's how you say it, help reduce inflammation in the body. And it says here, make sure you cook them for at least 5 to 10 minutes, which we do anyway, because do not eat them raw because they have toxins and you will get very sick. So make sure you cook everything really well. Even your mushrooms. Everything. Chicken, beef, pork. So while that's going on, we're going to get ready our other pan. And if you've seen the other video where we made, we picked a bunch of leeks and we made leek butter. Here's the leek butter pucks. Gonna throw a couple in there. Next time I do it, I'd add more butter though. So we'll get that and start that melting. Get that going. And then I also brought some regular butter because, like I said, I should have had more butter in the original recipe, but here we go. So there's the other butter. So the butter pucks, the leek pucks, they've got butter in them and a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and very tasty. I've already tried it. So we're getting that done, and then we're going to, well, that's going. I've got a flour mix here. It's just flour with garlic, salt, and pepper in it, and some Old Bay. So we're going to do that, and we're going to take our piece of fish, which is a nice big piece of white fish. We're going to throw it in there. Just give it a shake. Covered. Leeks are finishing up. Okay, get that going again. Sorry about the delay. Delay on my food. We got the coffee going, which is great. Okay, we're going to take this off. Put this on. Going to get those. Let those just sit for a minute. And we've got our fresh chives we brought back here. Just going to cut those up. Like that. Those cook up. Alright, we got the water drained off the fiddleheads. So now I'm going to add those. Let those cook up. Then we're going to take our fish. Get it all nicely coated. Set that on top. Alright. This is good. Nothing like cooking over a fire and in the bush. And knock on wood, the black flies have seemed to disappear for a minute. So that's a bonus. That's going to get some nice wild leek flavor to it. And I'm going to add a little bit more butter because I love butter. Okay. Look at that. That's looking good. This fish is very thin, but it won't take long to cook. Boil a little bit more water. And grab my coffee, and I want another coffee. So we're going to take that off. We'll put our fire out, Dave. Stuff happens, right? What are you going to do? It's just too anxious to get to the fish. Fish and fiddleheads. Here we go. There's a will, there's a way. All right, at any rate, so here we are. We've got our fiddleheads and our chives and our fish. Fish and chives always go together. The fiddleheads, like I said, they're nice. They resemble, I want to say a little bit like spinach, but a little, maybe a bit more earthy taste, but they're great. One thing I didn't add, actually, you gotta have with your fish, I like it, a little bit of lemon juice. And it goes really well with the fiddleheads as well. So, here we go. If you've never done this, you really need to get out and try it. The fiddleheads will be done growing, well, the fiddlehead part will be done in probably a couple days. I was there again yesterday and got more. And they're starting to turn into the fern form, fully ascended. So make sure you get the fish, chives, fiddleheads. Oh, that's good. So tasty. Do yourself a favor. Get out in the bush. If you don't know where to find fiddleheads or leeks, find somebody who does. and maybe they'll blindfold you and take you to the secret spot. Get out there, try it. Try some of the recipes I made in the other video. They're great, like I did with the leek butter today. Perfect. If you like garlic, that's what they taste like. It's like wild, some people call it wild garlic. Try that. Get your fiddleheads. Remember, cook your fiddleheads at least 10 to 15 minutes before you eat them. And get some fish, cook it all together, and you won't regret it. So in the meantime, get outside, practice your fire skills, practice everything you can, and we'll catch you on the next one. Don't munch on a hunch.